After 9 hours of raids at Shiv Sena MP Sanjay Raut's residence in Bhandup, the central agency took him to the ED headquarters for questioning. Before leaving his residence, Raut, in a show of strength, was seen waving the saffron scarf at the Sena cadre that gathered outside his residence to protest. Sanjay Raut was taken to ED headquarters through the back door due to the presence of the massive crowd outside his house. Before going inside the ED headquarters, Raut said that the case and evidence against him were false and alleged political vendetta. He also asserted that he and Maharashtra will continue to fight. Now, top ED officials from Delhi are also present in the maximum city. The security was heightened around the ED office after, of course, some of the Sena workers gathered outside the ED office as well to protest. Uddhav Thackery has alleged that this is a conspiracy against Sanjay Raut. There are speculations as well that the arrest could take place soon. These developments have sparked a massive political face-off, with Sena and Congress saying the crackdown is nothing but centre's bid to silence the voices of dissent. We also have guests on the broadcast. Karan, Verma, political analyst, joins us. We have Shayana N.C, spokesperson of the BJP. Vijay, Krishna, also a political analyst, and Sundar, Balkrishnan, political analyst. Good evening to all of you. Shayana N.C, we heard Sanjay Raut and other leaders supporting him, the workers who gathered outside first his residence and then the ED office, all claiming that this is vendetta. Sanjay Raut says, "Main jhukunga nahi. You're putting pressure on me, misusing the agencies against me so that I quit Uddhav's side, but I won't do that."
Please say that the ED is an independent agency, as we know. Please have faith in our independent agencies, be it the CBI or the Enforcement Directorate, and they're acting only on substantive evidence. Now, if the wrongdoing to the tune of 1,400 crores is cannot just be given away scot-free if it is money that belongs to you, me, and citizens of the city. Despite that, the investigation proves multiple questions. There are people who have received loans, people who have given loans, builders who are involved. And in this particular case, there is no question of any kind of vendetta. There is no question of any kind of insulation. If he believes or anybody believes they are above the law, I think it's an unfortunate commentary. Law takes its course. The Supreme Court and the High Court can be looked at if you feel you're being wronged with, but let it be a matter of clear investigation to highlight what actually transpired and who were the beneficiaries of the Patra Chawl, who got the kickbacks, how properties were bought, and more importantly, if you believe that you are above the law, do understand that the Enforcement Directorate has recovered thousands of crores from all kinds of people who have adhered to corrupt practices.
So, Vijay, Krishna, why can't the Shiv Sena leaders and the Congress leaders, of course, who are alleging vendetta, wait for the Enforcement Directorate to conclude the investigation?
Joshi ji, namaste. We are not questioning the efficacy of enforcement department, which is when it is translated in Hindi, it becomes Pravartana Nirdeshalay. So when this Pravartana Nirdeshalay is being directed by Bharatiya Janata Party, misusing the ED only to target its opponents, just because they're questioning Bharatiya Janata Party on the issues of inflation, on the issues of GST on commodities used by common man, then we really feel that ED is being misused only to target those people who are opposing BJP, but those people who also face ED cases against them. Once they join BJP, they become blemish-free diamonds. This sort of hypocrisy we are questioning. Shayana N.C. I'm very astonished to see that today or yesterday, Subhendru Adhikari ji has taken out a rally questioning the corrupt practices of Partho Mukherjee. This is what I've been questioning, and Midun Chakravarti himself faces ED case against him, and he's saying that 27 TMC MLAs are in touch with him. Don't you want, if you want really Swachh Bharat, first there should be Swachh politics and Indian political practices, traditional practices.
Karan, Verma.
And I'm also saying that just a few days ago, our Honorable Governor Bhagwat Singh Koshyar ji insulted The entire Maharashtra.
Okay, Karan Verma, we earlier heard Uddhav Thackeray say that this is a conspiracy. Mr. Vijay Krishna now says whoever has a corruption charge and if they join the BJP, they become blemish-free. Agency is only being used against leaders who speak out against the BJP.
Look, that's a very poor alibi to give now, because politics of vendetta is never an excuse. The Bhajan Lal case clearly outlines that any case has to be judged on the merits of the case, and the merits are heavily against them. The Supreme Court on 27th July upheld the powers of the ED to seize, search and attach assets, and under Section 24, it also emboldened the reverse proof theory, which says that if unaccounted cash or any sort of asset which looks shady is discovered, then the onus is on the alleged or the accused to prove that it is untainted money or untainted asset. Today we have clinching evidence when we see unaccounted cash, and we also see an interest-free loans between the alleged Praveen Raut and Sanjay Raut's wife. And Praveen Raut has also been arrested in the case. So it's only fair that an investigation is carried out, and ED has full right to detain Sanjay Raut if need be, to seize, search and do whatever. And Sanjay Raut, let's not forget, 2 times he skipped the summons. He didn't answer the summons 2 times, showing muscularity and saying, "Main jhukunga nahi." This is not a film going on. This is a hard case where facts of the case, the merit of the case is going to stand tall. No such political statement or crying politics of vendetta is going to help you.
Okay.
So kindly cooperate with the proceedings.
Kindly cooperate. Why shy away? Why shy away? And why, allege that this is vendetta if you've done nothing wrong? Those are the arguments being given, Sundar Balkrishnan.
See, I'm not a person from the Shiv Sena, or, I'm not going to talk for Shiv Sena. But when it comes to whole of opposition, I have seen since 2014, it's seen as if BJP is a clean party. They don't have any leader who is corrupt. Nobody is questioned from BJP. No cash is found during elections from BJP leaders. It is only the opposition leaders who have been targeted. And I have seen in the case of Aam Aadmi Party, Satyendra Jain, what is the case now. There is no money recovered from him. In the case of Sanjay Raut, okay, this is a case of Guru Ashish Construction Private Limited. Who is the directors? Who are the directors involved? Badhavan are the directors. Okay. And today, the cash recovered from him is 11.5 lakhs. That is what your news channel, your news reports say so. And for politicians like this, 11.5 lakhs is a small amount. For people like you and me, it's a big amount. Okay. Now, it is very easy for him to prove. Is there any other thing that has been recovered from him in terms of cash? Now, I want to ask you, is it something wrong to give interest-free loan? Is it something wrong? I don't see there is anything wrong in giving interest-free loan. I can give it as a friend to anybody as an interest-free loan. Why not? Does it stop you from giving me an interest-free loan? There is no rule in the law which says that you cannot give interest-free loan, right? Now, is there any
Mr. Balkrishnan, I'll take that point and take a reaction from Shayana N.C. on that. But before that, I will play out a report on how the actual, money trail looks like, and why is it that Mr. Raut is under the ED scanner. Let's take a look at a report first.
Now, why exactly is Sanjay Raut under the ED scanner? We'll tell you what exactly this alleged scam is and how it all unfolded. Now, this is about the redevelopment of the Patra Chawl in Mumbai. It was a tripartite real estate deal that was signed between the Patra Chawl Society, MHADA, which is the redevelopment agency of the government in Maharashtra, and a private company called Guru Ashish Construction Private Limited. Now, this is the company that was... Then director of this company was a friend of Sanjay Raut, Praveen Raut, who's now been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. 138 crore was taken from buyers as a booking amount by this particular organization. Total proceeds of the crime, as the ED looks at it, is at 1,039.7 crore rupees. Now, what he did was, he decided to let go of the deal that he had signed with MHADA. Instead, sold this land for over 900 crores to 9 other buyers and developers. That is Praveen Raut for you, who was the then director of Guru Ashish Private Limited. He received 100 crore rupees from HDIL accounts as well. He was the then director, like I said, and a close aide of Sanjay Raut. He then distributed the 100 crore that he received from the HDIL accounts to several of his associates. Part of that 100 crore that was distributed to his associates, 1/4 of it, one chunk of it also went to his wife, which is Madhuri Raut. She transferred a certain amount to Sanjay Raut's wife. 83 lakh rupees is what she gave to Sanjay Raut's wife as part of an interest-free loan. It was transferred to Raut's wife after ED started snooping around, after ED realized that there was something amiss here. Varsha Raut, who's Sanjay Raut's wife and is also now under the scanner of the Enforcement Directorate, transferred about 55 lakhs back to Madhuri's account. Now, the ED believes that this 83 lakh rupee loan, interest-free loan that Madhuri gave to Varsha Raut was used by the Rauts to buy flats in Mumbai and in and around Mumbai. One such flat that is under the scanner and is attached by the Enforcement Directorate is that of the Dadar area. So this really is how the scam unfolded as far as the Enforcement Directorate's investigation is concerned.
So, Mr. Balkrishnan, it clearly does not look like, just a friendly transaction that happened between two people who know each other, are friends, interest-free loans being given to each other. Shayana N.C, although the timing of it is being questioned, the manner in which it is being investigated now is being questioned. Uddhav Thackeray says it's a conspiracy, and since Sanjay Raut has been so vocal against the BJP, he's being targeted.
Look, if there wasn't substantive proof up until now, you would say that why hasn't the ED attached properties? Why haven't they been proactive? And now, if there is proof and they're doing their job, you will say, why this timing? Let the independent agencies work in accordance with what they are stipulated to do, which is to break ill-gotten wealth, and most importantly, if there are corrupt practices, as seems to be in this Patra Chawl case, that needs to be highlighted. If Mr. Raut has done nothing wrong, why be so defensive? Why worry at all?
Okay.
Let the honorable investigative agencies and the courts of this country decide. And this has got nothing to do with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Our Prime Minister leads by example.
Okay, Shayana N.C says nothing to do with BJP. Let the agencies conclude their investigation and let the courts decide. Okay, let the courts take a decision. That's all that I have for the debate. Thank you very much, gentlemen, and Shayana N.C for joining us.